This is Kamp Kenan. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hanging out here. Going to give you a bonus video with my friend Tom Crutchfield. We did a video not too long ago about the world's longest lizards, the crocodile monitors. Want to do a follow-up because, you know, Tom had a pretty interesting week, like a week and a half ago, and he's going to talk to us about it right now. He actually got bit, and it's definitely one of the worst bites you're going to receive from a lizard. Wouldn't you say that, Tom?
It's certainly the worst bite I've ever received. I suppose you could get a worse one, but I hope not. Or I hope I don't get one anyway.
There you go. You can see he's all bandaged up. And the reason he's all bandaged up like this is because secondary infection is a real issue when it comes to bites like that, isn't it?
It is.
I want you to take us through what went down. It was in this enclosure, and just talk to us so maybe it's a way people can learn about large monitors in general.
Okay, all monitors, or varanids as I call them a lot, are carnivorous, and all of them have very sharp teeth. Well, they're not. There's some that are omnivores. Some eat fruit also, but majority of them are carnivores, and they have large serrated teeth. And even the bite from a small monitor can be serious, but the bite from a crocodile monitor can be very, very serious and even like threatening. And these here's an enclosure with a breeding pair of crocodile monitors. The female actually. You want to come in here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hand me my. Oh, I have it inside here.
You got your pole?
I do. Right here. Okay, the big monitor you're looking at on the top is Bill. He's about a crocodile monitor that's about 8 feet long. He's pretty well trained. He doesn't really pose any danger to anyone unless you try to catch him or grab him or restrain him in some way. How I got bit was really trying to break up a fight between him and a very large female that's in that box that is gravid also, I'm pretty sure. And her name is Bo. And thus far, with crocodile monitors, at least here, I've never seen a male try to bite each other. They won't even try to bite another male. However, I have seen the females try to bite, as Jimmy really seriously hurt Hendrix, and I mean enough that I was worried about it. It was life-threatening, really. Okay. So Bill had her down right here, and he had sort of had her pinned, not really pinned, but she felt like she was cornered, and she was opening her mouth and trying to grab his face and his head, and I was really worried about her grabbing him. The rules are that we do not service these enclosures without a second person. Stacy was out. She wasn't here, and Vic was far in the front. This is a couple of acres here, so it's kind of a big property. So I yelled for Vic, and he couldn't hear me. I came running in with the net that's out there and this piece of PVC pipe to separate Bill and Bo. So I put the net over Bo and took the PVC pipe and kept keeping him back while trying to get her to discourage the whole thing and stop it. Actually, I was going to remove her from the tank even. I was so worried about it or him. But it never got that far because the tank, the net had already been torn slightly by the big male when we had brought him in when it was cold 2 weeks or so before. Right. And he could get his nose through it. Well, she got her nose and her neck through and grabbed my index finger that I was holding the net with while I'm pushing the other one. And then it was just an issue of me trying to get out of the cage and to get help pretty much because of there was a copious bleeding, you know, from it. Right. That's incredible, man. It cut an artery and it severed every single nerve, tendon, and ligament, and all that stuff. Everything was just severed. And you said, though, the way the bite happened, though, it was not a powerful bite. No, it didn't even bite me hard. It intended to bite me, but it was a warning bite. Yeah. I didn't even feel the pressure from the jaws. If it had bit and shook, it would have taken my finger. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and guys, you wouldn't believe the photos. I'm going to drop those photos in the video so you can see just how much damage was done to his hand. And like we said, he's wrapped up right now so that he can protect against secondary infection. And, you know, gosh, you know, you said you still had to go back and you spent some time in the hospital from that bite. Yeah, from Tuesday until last Saturday. Wow. So there you go. That's serious bite, guys. Well, let me say how serious I take it. I've been working on training these for one of them I have for a long time, to the point that I can hand feed them. I hand feed even Bill, the big one you see there. Okay. But in light of how dangerous the bite is, I'm probably not going to hand feed them again. Not that I think that they'd make a mistake, it's just simply not worth the risk. Right. to me.
Gotcha.
I am not. Let me go on record as saying I'm not suggesting that someone else not hand feed their lizards. Or if you want to kiss your lizard, you can kiss your lizard, you can put them on your neck. What I'm telling you is the lizard has a potentially lethal bite. Not just this one. Most of the big varanids can really hurt you, but this one is especially dangerous.
Gotcha.
It's also extremely fast.
And there you have it. And look at this animal right here, guys. I'll go ahead and zoom in on him. It's a beautiful, beautiful reptile. But again, listen and heed these words. These are large carnivores, man. You can't treat them. You know, you should have the respect that they deserve.
Yeah, and see, he means me no harm.
Right.
And honestly, she was just scared. I don't mean her any harm. It's not her fault. It was my fault. I made the mistake. Hopefully I won't make it again, but that's just part of the day, and it's just really another day at the office.
That's right. All right, man. Well, thanks so much, as always, to Tom for giving us a completely realistic view of these animals. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. I applaud him for always posting on Facebook the truth. And thanks, appreciate it. Because a lot of guys would be embarrassed to try and shake it off or think that this is how we learn, people.
No, I thought, listen to me, I knew the bite was bad. I want to say this straight up. I knew it was bad. I knew what the risks were going in. I honestly did not realize how bad it actually could be until it happened to me. That's the truth. And after that, I am not going to run the risk anymore of taking any risk at all with these lizards because of the capabilities that they have.
And we'll leave it at that, everyone. Yeah. All right, we'll talk to you guys all again real soon. I'll leave you with a little shot of Bill.
Bill.